In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix forward head posture using a simple exercise band. I'm Matt Shu from Upright Health, where we help you move beyond your limitations so you can live with confidence. If you're new here, be sure to check out the description box for helpful links and consider subscribing as we cover a lot of topics that help you make your body feel better and move well. If you've got forward head posture, you may have tried a bunch of different advice to try to fix your posture. You may have done yoga and Pilates, you may have started lifting weights, you may have started doing exercises you found online that told you to actually go into more of a forward head posture, which, by the way, doesn't make any sense. And you may be feeling a little bit frustrated about what to do. I know that as I've been raising my son, I've been holding him like this a lot and keeping my head down, and that's in addition to all the time I spend on a computer or on a smartphone with my head looking down like this and getting stuck in that forward head position. Now, I could just let that continue and suffer with the consequences, or I can do a simple exercise using this exercise band that I'm going to show you that you can do basically anywhere, and it's going to help me and it's going to help you.
See, all you got to do is use your head.
To do this exercise, all you need is a stable anchor point that you can wrap your band around. Now, what I've done is created a fake knot here, or a false knot. I've just kind of looped the band through itself and then pulled it tight and wrapped it around this squat rack. Now, at home, you may have like a banister, you may have like handrails, or even a doorknob that you could wrap this around and do this with. The key thing is to make sure you wrap it around something that cannot come loose and whip you in the face. So I'm gonna take this band, I'm gonna put it around my head. Now, the reason we're doing this is because it forces the muscles of the neck to actually fight against the resistance of the band. So if I'm facing this anchor point, then my head is trying to fight that forward pull. So to build muscle, to build strength, to get your body used to any position, you need to get it to practice that position and also fight against a little bit of resistance. The resistance makes the muscles kick in and makes it feel more natural, and it requires less and less of your mental effort to maintain that position the stronger those muscles get. So we've got this anchor point, we're just hanging out just like this. Now there's a couple of key points. I can just stand here like this, making sure that I have as good a alignment as I can achieve, right? So I'm basically thinking about pulling directly away from the anchor point, keeping my chin tucked, and I want to make sure that my low back doesn't go into a big arch. If I go into a big arch like this, then I'm actually probably still maintaining my forward head posture and just tricking myself internally. I'm sensing spinal extension, but I'm getting it from the wrong spot. So I want to keep this stable. If necessary, you could bend your knees, keep your pelvis in a posterior tilt rather than an anterior tilt, and then just keep facing this. Now, also I want to be aware of this, right? If I'm going into that kind of forward head posture, that's not good. I'm just training the higher neck muscles to go into extension. I really want to get upper cervical, meaning upper neck flexion, and then lower cervical extension, pulling back like that. That's what we're looking for in this position. You can use, if you want more resistance, you can use a stronger band, but I don't generally recommend that unless you are like a thick-necked rugby player. You can just go with like an easy band here. This is the thinnest one that I could buy. And then I'm just gonna keep my head like this. If I want more, I just step back, right? And if I want to train other positions for my head and neck, once I've gotten that pull back ready and I've gotten that retraction set, then what I can do is just start playing around with different positions, right? So I can start moving around. I probably don't want to do this at the gym, but if you do this at the gym, please film it and tag us on Instagram so we can check it out. We are at Upright Health. If you do this at the gym, we'd love to see it. So basically, you just go round and round and round, keeping proper alignment like so. How long should you hold this exercise for? How many times a day should you do it? The answers always depend on you and your specific individual needs. I find that I can usually go for quite a while without doing this, but sometimes in some weeks, I am doing so much stuff at the computer or so much stuff with my son that my head and neck are just getting dragged into that forward head posture all the time, and it starts to bother my neck and it starts to bother my shoulder. When that starts to get my attention and I'm uncomfortable, then I start doing this exercise a bunch. Several days in a row, I'll just be going at it multiple times a day, 5 times a day, 6 times a day. I'll do it for 1, 2, 3 minutes. So you have to just recognize that your body's gonna give you signals, and then you have to learn how to interpret those signals. Now, if you are just starting out doing something like this, I would say do it once. Do it for like a maximum of 2 minutes, and then see how you feel later that day and then the next day. What you want to really pay attention to is the sensation you get after holding this position for, say, 30 seconds or a minute that first time. You want to pay attention to, oh, is my head feeling like it wants to pull back now? And that's, as long as you're doing it correctly, it will definitely make your head want to pull back. Then if after you do that first set, you can get that sense, you know you're aligned, do it again. And then after 2 minutes that first time, then call it a day, right? You may actually get sore in your neck and in your high thoracic spine. Those muscles are not usually used to working since you are spending your entire day watching YouTube videos with me in it. Now, as you get better and better at it, as you know what your body can tolerate, then you can do more. Like I said, I will sometimes do this for a while. I'll do it for like a minute at a time, 2 minutes at a time, just getting my neck muscles some exercise, literally isolating those neck muscles to help stabilize my head on top of my scrawny little body. So listen to your body, adjust as necessary. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you find it helpful for your forward head posture. Be sure to check out the description box for helpful links to help you with your posture and the rest of your body. Think about subscribing. Remember that if you do this exercise at the gym, film it and tag us on Instagram at Upright Health. And as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks, life shouldn't. Ah.